Both these guys smiling way too much. This is fight number 6, all thanks to Pro Screen Printing. Not only smiling a lot, their fight records pretty similar as well. Both of them with 1 win from 3 starts as amateurs inside the cage. First of all, blue corner. He weighed in at 76.1 kilos. Trains under Greg Atzori at the Samurai MMA gym in Harvey Bay. Please give it up for Ken Mcandrew. His opponent in the red, 77.6 kilos was his weigh-in last night. Training under Matt Routley, he fights out of the Body Shot Fight Centre, Dimps Gillies. Once again, we're fighting under B-class amateur rules. Pete Hickmott in charge of this matchup. 3 3-minute rounds of MMA action. Round 1.
And we're off in the welterweight division. Southport for Mcandrew and orthodox position for Dimps, who comes in straight away. Kenny, he's chins up in the air, but he's very crisp. It's give and take.
Yeah, he's very, very quick.
Dimps is landing. Oh, and Kenny fires back. We're straight into it. Dimps is just going to sit in the pocket and just wing these punches. Kenny looking very more disciplined, but his chin is in the air.
Which could later on potentially be a very bad point for seeing as
Dimps is landing.
That's it, yeah. This is landing. Did you notice too when Dimps is throwing his punches now, he's ducking his head as he's doing it?
He is, man. He's trying to get offline. And there we see the pattern of Dimps' leg kicks. The thing I like about Dimps, what we saw from him last time, he rarely attacked the one spot.
Beautiful inside leg kick there.
It buckled him.
Yeah.
Ken looks like a little worse for wear already. He's slowed down. Some of his resolve seems to have eroded.
You can see the power in Dimps' kicks. Every time he's landing those kicks.
Oh, and he wobbled.
Every time he's landing those kicks, he's turning Mcandrew around, spinning him.
We saw a few times in those exchanges. Ken he's long. He might even be longer than Dimps, who's actually coming down from middleweight. But what I do not like to see as a longer man myself is stepping in when you've already got the reach advantage. Excuse me. If you've already got that reach advantage, if you step in and bring your whole body in, you're almost shortening the effect of your range, and you're also bringing yourself closer to your opponent.
That's it. Crowding your punches like that is also going to decrease how much power they actually have.
That's exactly right. You want to be at the most extended version. When I train people, I tell them, imagine your hand is a car. The drag race car, it doesn't go fast off the mark. It's when it gets right out towards the end of the track, and that's when that car takes off. Same with the fist. And then it pops you in the noggin.
See Dimps there. Before they hit the cage, they was pushing away on the hips of Mcandrew to stop any kind of knee action happening.
Yeah, and the reason why we're seeing their hips so far away from each other is that Dimps is wearing on Mcandrew here. Gillies pushing forward, wearing on him. That means that Mcandrew has to divert that weight, or he takes it all into his chest.
And separating those hips too also gets rid of any kind of throw opportunities your opponent has.
Absolutely. It opens up the knees as well, which we're seeing. It opens up a better line for knees and a harder line for knees.
Dimps with a solid body shot there. These knees look painful.
Ferocious.
Yeah.
Ferocious. They're almost like a Thai stepping there. He does that little switch step and he just drives these. It's not their hip where the power comes from. Watch Dimps. It's not the knee itself where the power comes from. It's the hips. Watch Dimps' hips when he throws a knee.
Drops his head for that left hook.
It does. Almost getting Kenny to open up just so he can land over the top. Kenny breathing out of his mouth here, but that could be because of a combination between the exertion, but his nose and his eyes are welling up. He could have taken a few shots with his shoulders. See how this fight turns out.
Pro Screen Printing, long-time sponsor of Eternal, the original and the best since 2003. For all your screen printing and graphic design requirements, www.proscreen.com.au. Round 2.
Massive smile on Dimps' face again as well. Mcandrew versus Gillies, round 2.
You see Mcandrew's got the longer arms compared to Dimps there, so part of the strategy possibly from Dimps is looping head down when he throws the left.
Yeah, he's getting off centre line as he's doing it, which, to your point.
Also, what he's doing, he's able to step forward as he does it, so to close the distance. To mitigate, obviously, the length that Ken Mcandrew has over him, and also to get inside, because he's got some vicious body shots. I don't know if you noticed the right hooks to the body, the right body rips.
Here we go, we're going back to it now. Mcandrew being kept honest by Gillies in the first round. He sort of had to say, hey, that wasn't such a great round. His corner probably backed up that fact and said, moving forward, this is what we need. And we saw by Mcandrew taking Dimps to the fence. It turned around on him, but this is a much better position for Ken to be in, to then turn it around on Gillies, than to just be eating punches out in the open.
Yeah. We saw that Dimps went to pummel with his right arm to get the right underhook there. So what he did there, he can open up that area to start punching with the body from the right side, which you can see he's been opting to do that as again. But when Mcandrew has his arm there and his own underhook, he's going to limit the torque that Gillies is going to get as he's trying to wind up to him.
That twisting motion to try and get him off and disperse some of that weight. Ooh, smartly goes back to the whizzer there.
Ooh, possibly low.
Yeah, that was low.
Heard the bell ring from here.
Yeah, right in the fruit bowl. But yeah, the reason why we reiterate that whizzer so much is that if you've got an underhook, you've almost got half a back. If you go to that whizzer, it's your last line of defense without going to the old school headlock, which we've seen before tonight. Yep. But really smart of Kenny Mcandrew to go back to that whizzer. And with a striker even, if you get your back taken by a striker, it's always going to be bad for a grappler. Obviously, they can take you back, they can get hooks in and get positional and stuff. You don't want a striker getting your back, because then they can punch you from the sides, they can throw kicks that you can't see coming, a la Holly Holm, Ronda Rousey. It didn't work out too well for her. Just in case
it's your first time at an MMA event, ladies and gentlemen, there is a 5 minutes allowance of time for a fighter to recover after an illegal strike to the groin, as we continue with round number 2.
Yeah, getting back to it, you never want to give up your back in an MMA fight, no matter who it is. I love that. I love those straight punches from Kenny. Oh, and a big head kick.
Perfectly timed there.
I never thought I'd say this, but maybe that knee to the groin was a good thing. Kenny's come back with some vinegar.
He knocked up some ideas into his head.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Dimps come back with his own.
Dimps throwing those overhanded shots.
As you can see now, Jake, that chin is dangerously coming up there.
Yeah, and Dimps is pushing forward here.
Mouth is open, chin is up. Be careful of this.
Mcandrew with a bloody mouth. Dimps able to give him the Domino grin. Throwing over the top again. Mcandrew's retreating. Throwing some of these big strikes almost out of desperation to say to Gillies, stay back or else. But Gillies having none of it, still pushing forward. And that mouth is definitely bleeding. We could be looking at a split lip.
There's looping overhands of Gillies when he gets against the cage. Super dangerous. Again. Notice too, Gillies is switching between orthodox and southpaw.
He is. He's giving him so much to think about.
And he's going to throw his kicks from the orthodox stance, and he's going to go switch to southpaw to throw those looping overhands.
Yeah. Mcandrew's able to get him into the cage, but Dimps turns it back on him. Ooh, beautiful takedown. Safe to say that Dimps Gillies is just having the time of his life. He smiled from the time the bell rung to the time he's about to take the seat at the end of the second.
It's always good to see someone do what they love.
Yeah, guys come in and they mean mug each other all the time. I will tell you right now, there's nothing scarier than a man who's about to fight you, smiling you, looking you dead in the eye.
Laughing as you hit him.
Yeah, exactly.
Images, sponsors of Eternal Readers in Premium Photography and Videography. You can contact them via facebook.com/rectangleimages. Round 3.
Dimps is throwing double sharkers to his opponent there.
Yeah.
It's not a good sportsmanship.
Yeah, absolutely. still in the open guard position, so that's where we meet Orthodox into Southport. Both boys, the front of their body, the very vulnerable parts are wide open, and that is why we just saw Mcandrew throw that kick up the middle. He's looking for the liver. Dimps is so measured now. These little tiny like stutter steps. You never know which one is going to have a punch behind it, but he's also, at the same time, he's not even throwing half the time, and he's still managing to round up Mcandrew because it's the threat of the strike.
Mcandrew doing well with his leg kicks here. Making Dimps, every time Dimps takes a step forward, he's putting weight in that front leg. Mcandrew's kicking that leg.
What I'd almost like to see with Mcandrew coming into this third round as well. He can't keep walking away from Gillies because Gillies will walk him down. A la Cowboy Cerrone, he needs to at least throw like an intercepting knee. If he's not going to counter, he needs to throw a knee. He needs to clinch up with Gillies when Gillies comes in towards him. If he moves away, he's giving Gillies more room to throw.
That's right.
A collision in where Gillies can't throw is going to be better than backing down.
You see the welt come up immediately on that rear leg.
Yeah, definitely. And just the noise. It's not just the slap, it's the slap with a bit of bass behind it. That shows that there's depth of impact. Gillies turning it on. Mcandrew's just trying to retreat here. He's eating punches.
Gillies got him backed against the cage now.
Swinging wildly.
Oh, coming back himself.
Yeah.
You cannot put a tiger against the cage with his back like that. He's going to come out swinging.
They're still fighting him, that's for sure.
This cat's got claws.
Lateral movement is absolutely beautiful, not just moving back.
Avoiding that power kick side too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Telegraphed that one. It looks a little exhausted.
He's showing the baby there.
We're in the final minute of this round of this fight. Let's make some noise for these two guys. Bring them home.
And I'm seriously feeling to Mcandrew there, that bloody mouth, it's got to be on your mind, the stinging, and every time you feel it, you try to close your mouth. You're going to be feeling that the whole time. It's so distracting, let alone when your opponent is, goes upstairs, Dimps lands again! And again, overhand. Mcandrews is just coming out that way as Dimps Gillies bites down on his mouth. And he's out! That was such a brick-fisted punch where Dimps staunches him and walks off. Dimps used his whole aggression from that fight to land all their strikes and then knock Mcandrews out. Such a beautiful ball from Hickman because Mcandrews was up to it, but his eyes were dazed and he was looking at us at a commentary and we were nowhere near where Dimps was standing.
That's exactly the point I was about to point out there too, Jake. Those eyes told a different story to what he wanted to do.
Instinctually almost, his arm, he came to post down on his arm, but like he was definitely looking away.
You see here in the replay, Dimps setting up that power strike again with a few strikes before us. We had the kick, we had the punch to set up, and as he comes through.
And that's what we're referring to before, Dimps just biting down.
Here it is. Yeah, boom.
That right hand.
That was the fault of that chin up. No need for a decision on this one, Jake.
No, absolutely not. That was so definitive.
Ladies and gentlemen, with just 20 seconds remaining in this fight, it has been stopped. Your winner by knockout, Dimps Gillies.